Hello and welcome back. If you're new, hello, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. Today we are having a bit of a get ready with me in case you didn't guess from the title. I thought it would be fun because we haven't actually sat down and had a wee chat and put my face on in a while, and I wanted to try out more of the makeup that I bought when I was in America. If you haven't seen that haul, there'll be a link somewhere on your screen right about now. But yeah, I thought, well, it's a nice way to get back into it because I've been really out of the loop. I know I have a video that has been sitting waiting to go live for weeks, but I've just not got around to it because I've been doing other things. I've been flat out with work and just my priorities have changed in the last few months. So I thought this is a nice way to ease back in, and I'm sure you really wanted that life story right there. So anyway, yes, time to get on. So bare face, nothing on at all. I might actually just take a before and after so you can get the full effect. Now, I'm gonna go with the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. And everybody and their neighbour has been talking about this. I finally caved when I was in America, obviously, and bought it. And I'm a bit excited. I'm not gonna use any primers or anything. I've kind of gone off using primers. I did actually buy myself a new one while I was away, but I've not got around to use it because I've been using things like this and BB creams and things. Oh, are we liking my Harry Potter badge? Isn't it cool? Little golden snitch. That was a Christmas present from the husband. I just thought it was nice, so put it on the jumper. Give it a wee shake in case, you know, old habits. Comes a little pump, and I'm gonna just go in with one because I've discovered this is actually quite thick and it goes a long way. Let me zoom you in. There we go, nice close up of my face mostly. So I've just put a pump on the back of my hand and I'm dabbing that all over my face. And I have been using my fingers mostly because, well, it's quite a nice one to use with your fingers, and then I go in with a dump beauty sponge afterwards. You can build this up so it's actually got more coverage, so you can go in quite heavy handed with it. I'm just kind of going with something like today. I have a few bits I want to go out and do, and I just want a wee bit of coverage without being too full on. However, I may put on a wee bit more because my skin's actually been pretty good lately. I used that Tarte Cosmetics wee trial kit. I've been using that since I got it, and it's actually surprisingly good. Although not as good as my holy grail because I do have some clogging going on here, just the odd wee bit, and I did get a little spot for the first time in ages. Been absolutely junky since I got a spot on my face, so yep, so that's on. I might just take a wee bit more on, see, just have a wee bit of redness, and I always get a wee bit red on my chin. I have the shade Fair, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. I don't know why that's not playing ball there. To be fair, I've not worn makeup a whole pile lately because I've just been in the office doing stuff, and if I have had to go out, it's only in the little village, and I just haven't felt the need to really put anything on my face lately. I've just not been bothering. But I do miss it because I just don't make time for it. But I have other priorities. I've been doing other fun things, like I've learned to crochet. I've been doing a lot of that. I went in to see Stuart in the wool patch. There's a chap in the village. And I ended up sitting down having a cup of tea, and there were a few other women in knitting, and we just sat and had the laughs. It was really good fun. It's really nice. I'm trying to sort of build a community around myself. So base on. We're now getting in with the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. This is the Creaseless Concealer. Now this is much more thick than I anticipated. I did test it in the shop, so I don't know why I'm acting surprised, but the teeny tiniest amount. And I just dab it just where I've got a bit of blue. I've not been getting enough sleep, but I'm getting better. And again, in with my finger. You have to sing that, obviously. Wow, that looks that looks pretty bright. So I'm just gonna blend it out a wee bit. much brighter on screen than in person. I wonder if it's got a bit of iridescence to it or something that's really lightning. Although it is touch pale maybe. I've only used it once and I used it with a different foundation and it was grand, but maybe it's a wee touch pale or a greyish on me or something. Although it goes on really well. So maybe I just need more salmon on that bit and then use that to brighten instead. That might be an idea. But yeah, I've generally been enjoying it. It's not too bad. But you do have to, it is quite thick. So I like to use my fingers to warm it up and, you know, blend it out a bit. Now I'm just going to put on a bit of my MAC Painterly Paint Pot all over the lid. Because I fancy doing a wee bit of eyeshadow. Make sure that's all blended out. Looking fabulous. I will set my face just ever so slightly. I don't need to set it massively, to be honest. Just a wee bit. And I'm using the It Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. Just to set around my nose and my forehead where I get creasy, and on my chin. That's generally all I do. Creaky chair. I'm being a weirdo today. I've not been on camera in a while. Well, like sit down video. So I'm a bit torn. So I've got my Anastasia Subculture, woohoo, and it is a beautiful palette. I mean, look at these colours. Look at them, just fabulous. Really like that. But I've also got these 4 eyeshadows. I picked the 4 singles, and I really fancy a bit of chartreuse kind of colour today. Maybe I'll do this in the inner corner and then gradually work it out into a bronzy kind of shade or something. I'm feeling the chartreuse. I've got these earrings. I've got a bit of greeny, limey, greeny goodness to them. So I am first of all going to go in with my Catrice eyeshadow palette and just take the pale shade all over my lid just to set down my primer. And then I'm going to go into the Anastasia Subculture palette and I'm going to take this, where's it gone? This taupey kind of shade, or maybe I'm going with a bit of Destiny. Okay, we're going to make it up. I will start with the Destiny shade, which is this green, this kind of khaki green kind of colour. Just very lightly, because I've discovered these eyeshadows are seriously pigmented. And we're just going to work that into the crease. They also, I'm really impressed with them. They're actually quite soft and creamy, you know, quite buttery. But yeah, you gotta just be careful. Now, also, you'll see, let me just dip. There's a fair amount of powder there. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of fallout. And you have to give it a good tap, otherwise it ends up all over your face. So that green into the crease, because I might just take that in the outer V and darken that up, just as a base for what I'm about to do. I am just completely making this up, people, so either, you know, let's sit down, have a chat and put stuff on. So if you've been watching along with the vlogs, you've probably noticed it's just been a lot of me at home working, as I said, but we're going to Iceland soon. So when you've seen this, I've already been to Iceland and I'm back again. You need to go watch that vlog, people, it's going to be fun. It's Simon's birthday, so we're going to Iceland. I thought it'd be nice because nobody's really about in January. You know, everybody's skint, and I always feel bad for Simon. So I thought this year, like last year he got his friends down, and this year I thought, let's go and do something, let's have an adventure. Now I am going to start working, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take this shade. This is Tigers Eye. I'm going to go in with Tigers Eye in my inner corner. And then figure it out from there. So yeah, we're going to Iceland. I'm so excited, I've always wanted to go. I said it to some people and they were like, why are you going there? I was like, because it's amazing. Look at that colour. It's actually kind of looking more goldy than Chartreuse. Shall I zoom you in even further? Yeah, I cannot wait. Actually, I'm going to go all over because I feel the need today. And then I'll just darken up the corner. have a slightly smoky eye. Like that. Yeah, I'm really excited. I booked to go on the Golden Circle tour, on the Northern Lights tour, to see the Aurora Borealis, woohoo! And also to go to the Blue Lagoon. So in the first, we arrive in the evening, and then we've got nothing to do that next morning, so we're just going to have a potter about Reykjavik and visit a few museums that looked interesting, excuse me, and just do a mini, we're staying in an Airbnb because it's quite expensive to eat and go out and eat and drink all the time in Iceland. Just going to blend that out. So gonna go to the supermarket, get some bits and pieces. I am gonna bring some gluten-free pasta with me and possibly some gluten-free bread because, well, it's hard to get these things, and if it's, you know, I don't want to end up being bloated and feeling gross the entire time we're there, so I'm gonna be a weirdo and bring some food with me. I'm intolerant, not allergic, but still it just impacts my day. I just end up feeling gross. So I'm not sure if I'm loving that green in the crease. It looks a wee bit muddy actually. So unsure about that. Anyway, let's see, what colour will I take in the corner? What do we think? Should I go shimmery or matte? I might bring in a bit of matte, I think. Ooh, bit of rowdy. This is almost a purpley, let me see, focus. Almost a purpley, it is a purpley shade. I'm just gonna take that on a tapered fluffy brush. Not as tapered as it once was, but tapered fluffy brush. Just a wee bit. Look at the pigmentation. And tap that off. And just gently working it in. Yeah, so very excited. So the first day we're just going to potter about, visit museums, take it easy, and then that night we're going on the Northern Lights tour. Woohoo! Then the next day we have the Golden Circle tour. The good thing with the Northern Lights tour, if you don't see it on your first night out, they will take you out a second time. So I'm hoping we get the chance to see it. That would be really cool. Oh, that's a bit better. So looking forward to that. Like really, it's gonna be amazing. Oh, put way too much on there. Just take a little tissue and take some of this off before I smudge it out of it. Blend it out. See what I mean? There's a lot of fallout with these eyeshadows. There's some on my cheek already, which is really annoying, even though I did tap off. I clearly didn't tap off enough. So I'm just doing little like brush motions and slightly swirly, and I'm gonna just work that into the crease as well. Just to diffuse it out a bit, people. Soften that out. And take it under. Oh, that did not brush off either. I need some cotton tips. Be right back. And we're back. I've got some cotton tips. And you just want to roll that over so you gradually just take it off. It will take off your foundation as well, which is annoying. But it means you don't have to redo your entire thing. So I'll just leave that for now until I'm finished, and in case I have to clean up anything else. But yeah, you have to be careful. I like the creamy, buttery pigmentation goodness, but they're like, the fallout is ridiculous. I expect for something that's that high cost for it to behave better, you know, that kind of way. So, and see, I'm really out of habit. I keep looking at myself instead of looking down the lens. Hi guys, what sort of noob am I? So Iceland's gonna be exciting. What else have I been up to? So I've been doing lots of crocheting. I've been really enjoying doing things again, rather than just spending loads of time watching YouTube or editing or doing stuff, because I think I kind of annoyed myself because I wasn't progressing in regards to my editing skills, and I just didn't have the patience. Ooh, you hear the washing machine, it's because the washing machine's on. It's a weekend, people, gotta get that washing done. Yeah, I wasn't progressing as much as I wanted, but if I don't put in the time, I'm not gonna get better. But I just got really fed up with it. I overloaded myself because I was doing work things and one thing and another and not progressing as I wanted. So I kind of have been enjoying stepping away for a wee bit just to refresh myself a bit and see where I am. Now I'm gonna take that chartreuse kind of colour, that goldy colour, It is much more of a yellowy gold than it is chartreuse, isn't it? But I'm sure I got a chartreuse, so maybe that's what the electric is in the other palette. Anyway, it's done party. I'm just working that underneath, kind of going with the basic eye really. And I'm just gonna, this is down too low for my liking. I know I like to smoke it out of it, but not today. I think I might just clean that up a bit. God, I love cotton tips, people. Now, I'm going to use the Jordana Cat Eye Liner. Do you remember I picked up 2 of these, the 5B liner and this one? This one's much better. You can see it's got a bit of a brush tip to it, and I quite like that. It's got a bit of flex to it, so you can actually get your wings in. Now I'm just going to line my lid. I'm not going to do massive wings. I hope not. Unless it goes wrong, and then I'm going to do massive wings. But I'm just going to start from the middle. Now I'm going to slightly thicken the outside, and I'm going to taper the inside. So I'm just going to dip and take off any excess, just like this. Seriously, the washing machine is really going for it. So just taper it there and thicken ever so slightly. And that's all I really want to do with that. It's just to add a wee bit of definition, just a touch. And then I'm just going to bring the same, well not the same, but I'm going to just bring a wee bit just to the lower corner. And then almost kind of joining it up a bit. Just like that. So nothing too intense, just nice and simple. Okay, so the machine seems to have calmed down a bit. I've just gone ahead and curled my lashes. I did the liquid liner, as I said. Now I'm just curling my lashes. This is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear, and I got this in a 2-pack. I quite like the wand. It's long and narrow, but the bristles, I don't know, I just like it. It seems to work well. It's quite a natural, fluttery kind of lash. I'm doing all of the top and bottom. I'm not going to do my waterline, I just don't feel it today. My eyes are a bit tired from constantly staring at a computer screen, as you might expect. So, I'm trying, oh, damn, come back to that in a minute. I'm trying to give my eyes a wee bit of a break. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry a minute, and then I can go in and just roll it off because it's all dry. Now I'm gonna go and fix up underneath where my foundation has gone a bit AWOL, and that always annoys me. I've got a bit of pigmentation there, and it's just, it always looks black or grey, but it's just my face. Yeah, I'm just using my beauty blender because it's quicker. That's the short answer, it's just quicker. And just cleans everything up really nicely. I'm literally dabbing straight into the back of my hand with the tip of the beauty blender and then blending that out. Now, rolling that away, it's like it never happened. Magic. It's a little tip for you if you didn't know it already. Just let that dry and then you can roll it off. Okay, so eyes done. Now for the brows, I'm just going to go in with my NYX Micro brow because it's a classic and I like it the mostest. I have been changing the way I do my brows ever so slightly. I always just kind of kept them quite natural. I have quite, like I said, straight. My eyebrows here is quite straight. They obviously don't match. I don't know anybody's eyebrows that do match, but I've got mostly straight eyebrows, but I'm just getting better at filling them in more, if that makes sense. So, not getting better, but I've just started to do a wee bit more. So I do a wee bit more above, just to lift them slightly, and then fill in and below, and then just this bit here always annoys me because I've no real hairs there. It just kind of goes like that, but I'm just filling them in ever so slightly more. I do try and keep my brows pretty natural and true to the shape of my brows, but just filling them in a wee touch more, because you know, gotta play with your looks a bit, otherwise you know it gets boring. So tell me, how have you been? Oh, that's looking a bit warm. Maybe it's just my imagination. What do you think? Is that looking a bit warm? I did buy this one in America, so you can see the difference in my brows. Just been filling it in, especially if I'm doing something a bit more full on with my eyes. I just feel the need to fill them in a wee bit more. Are they looking a bit too Instagrammy? You know what I mean? They're far from perfect now, people, come on. But I don't want them looking too blocky. Maybe I need to brush them out a bit more at the front. Anyway, onwards. So you go. My eyebrows don't still don't match perfectly, not by a long shot, but you know, that's just the way of it. We all have accidents and things over the years that shape our eyebrows, but our eyebrows suit our face shape, and I don't mind that this one, like I'd have to push my brow down to get it to match. See, whereas my eyes are not. It's this just. Anyway, waffling. This is just the way my brows work, people. So I'm torn between the Megalast Liquid Catsuit. This is from Wet n Wild, and it's in the shade Rebel Rose. And then I've got this Milani lipstick in matte. It's a matte lipstick in Blissful. So what do we think? This is kind of pinky matte, whereas this is, I might go with this one, I think. This might be a wee bit much. This is a nice nude look. It's good for any day, but I think this is more for today. It's more browny kind of mauvey nude. I do like the little doe foot applicator. It's got that nice shape to it, so it just sits in your lip really nice. I like that. Now for blush, what do you think? I'm asking you like you're going to give me a real-time response. Come on, people. So I've got the blush in Tea Rose. That might help lift it so it's not too dark. Or this is Exposed from Tarte. I think this will work better actually, just to tie in everything nicely. I washed my makeup brushes last night. That's the first time in weeks. To be fair, I've not really been using my blush or my brushes, but so I'm starting to feel this dry down now. I think it works well because the matte with the super shimmery eye works well. I'm just building this up a wee bit because it's not as pigmented immediately. Now everybody does their blush slightly differently. I always start at the back and then brush it forward, almost like a flush rather than a flush, and right along the top of my cheekbone, and then I just dab on the cheek. Missing some highlight. I didn't actually buy any highlights, so don't have any in front of me. Actually, I'm just gonna actually take this eyeshadow. It's Cube from the Subculture palette, and it is a highlighter. So I'm just gonna take it on my eyeshadow brush and just along the tops of my cheeks, just add a bit of highlight. And that worked quite well. It's got a bit of a pinky iridescence to it. And I'm just dabbing it on, as you can see. I'm also going to just take it under my brow. Because, you know, gotta have highlight and a wee touch. I might keep it. That's it. So I really quite like it. I have actually been playing with some of them. I quite like this. It does dry down and it is a wee bit tacky, but it dries down really nicely. I've not had much issue with it. It is a pain to reapply That's the main issue, pain to reapply, but overall it's quite nice. And I'm really pleased I picked up that blush in Exposed. I've been meaning to try that for ages. I've wanted it for years and just not got around to it. I'm so pleased I did. I'm just going over it with, I haven't added anything to this brush. This is the same blush brush I was using, just to have blend out that highlight, so it adds a nice glow rather than being ba-ching. Because this is such a subtle look, people. But yeah, what do we think? You liking it? I like it. I think it looks quite nice. It's nice to be playing with makeup again, frankly. I will be back with more excitement soon. I'm gonna go record another video after I've taken some after photos. But yeah, I think it's quite nice. I haven't used all the things I have. I have loads of other lipsticks and stuff, so I will be doing more looks with them. I might just do some tutorial style ones rather than a get ready with me. Yes, liking it. Ding ding. I have been wearing a top knot a lot lately. I should really be playing with my straighteners and figuring stuff out. Next on the list, honestly. Anyway, gonna shoot away on. Hope you've been keeping really well. Thanks a million for watching. Let me know what you've been up to. You can leave it in the comments down below. That'd be really good. And I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye.